Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our little live session. And today we're talking all about working smarter, not harder, when it comes to creating video. It's all about, setting up a workflow that works for you with the kind of constraints that you have. We're busy business owners, all of us. And I mean, I personally love creating content and creating video. It's what I do. But I understand, and we understand, right? Me and Emma understand that, you know what, you've got a business to run. You don't necessarily just want to be creating content the whole time. We have that thing called a business that we all need to also have loads of time so that we can serve our clients. But Emma, have you got any sort of immediate top tips when it comes to sort of productivity that you use, in day to day, when you're creating content for your business?
You segued me very nicely there, because I actually do have a checklist of amazing productivity tools that is already done. So in comments, if anybody wants me to send that across to you, write in hacks, and I'll send my best hacks. But for me personally, my background's publishing, so I didn't always do social media. My business is 10 years old next month, but before that I was in publishing. And one of the things that I love to do, because I'm a nerd and I'm sad, is that I used to create these like publishing workflows where we'd automate the production of a weekly magazine and everything. And I could talk about this for years. It's a very special moment in my life. But the joy of creating these publishing workflows was that we were remote before anyone even knew what the pandemic was. So it allowed kind of real-time interaction and collaboration. And nowadays, we're even further forward with the amount of free tools and low-cost tools that we've got at our disposal. There's never been a more exciting time, personally, for me to be an entrepreneur. So I would say take advantage of all the inbuilt tools within your go-to platform. So, for example, Canva. Did you know you can make a website through Canva? Did you know you could actually host a website within Canva? You can design it, and then you could link it to your GoDaddy website domain and actually build a website in Canva. Did you know that you can build an email newsletter template in Canva and link it to your MailChimp? This is all amazing. So, a year ago, you'd have been hiring a HTML email designer to build your template, loading it, approving it. Now just do it in Canva. In terms of video creation, I think I mentioned it on the last live, use the inbuilt editing suites. It will make your life a lot easier. Use things like the pre-built templates that CapCut give you, that TikTok give you. Use the filters, use the links, use the badges, use the stickers that Instagram give you. Like, let's not make life hard for ourselves. We're all really busy. We've got not a lot of money and time. Well, I speak for myself. I haven't got a huge marketing budget, right? I'm not going to be spending thousands of pounds on bits of tech and software and wires and lighting. I need it to be really accessible, really simple and cheap or free. And I want to know that on a Sunday I could spend an hour, for example, going onto Google Trends, finding what's trending in my industry, going over to Canva, creating AI-driven text, getting the inbuilt picture editor to create me something amazing, and using one of their pre-designed templates that looks good from a graphic design point of view. And then, because of the inbuilt scheduling, I can schedule it to my social media all within one platform. Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, we're using it right now, the streaming function on Wave.video. Wave.video, there's lots of platforms that are sort of online video creation hubs, I suppose. As I say, Wave.video is one we're using right now. It's got as an inbuilt streaming thing, which is excellent. But also, like you say, you mentioned templates, 100% start there. Also Canva is definitely moving towards video. You can do some basic editing, video editing in Canva now. It's a fabulous platform, Canva. I absolutely love it. But the point is, go and get involved with either Canva or Wave.video, or there's loads and loads of different. There's videos. There's loads and loads of different platforms. But make sure you're using the templated versions and start with that first. Yeah. And
build your confidence.
Get into a habit, isn't it?
Yeah, build confidence. And even me, like that does social media, every single day, even me had to get my amazing 21-year-old to come over and help me with something the other day. And he's like, Mum, stop it. just have the confidence to do whatever it was I was doing. I'm like, yeah, you're right. And it's just those baby steps. Those platforms are making it much easier to take those really small baby steps. And then suddenly you've got an asset that you can build upon. You can do more. You can get jiggy and, you know, do the whiz bam, you know, wallop type of things. But right at the beginning, if you're new to video, just use a template, use a pre-built thing in Canva. Bob is your
Yeah.
uncle.
Absolutely, 100%. And in terms of sort of more specifically video things, if you are filming yourself, make sure do a thing called batch content creation. So you're filming not just one video at a time, you're doing 3 or 4. One thing that works really well for me is, just because the way I'm wired, I think, is I plan chunks of time in my diary so that I know for that 3 hours I'm researching, or that 3 hours I'm writing scripts, or that 3 hour, or, you know, 4 hours I am filming. Somehow for me, once it's in the diary and it's scheduled, I'm much more likely to do it, rather than get, and I find it easier to be focused rather than, oh, hang on, some notifications happened and I then go off on another, you know, tangent, and then you end up not doing what you set out to do.
And this is why we are diametrically opposed. But I love the fact that you do that. And I think, yep, scheduling and batch content creation and actually making it a discipline, really, really, really good. For me personally, just again, the way that I'm built, I would much rather just do it ad hoc, on the fly. The more I practice, the more I rehearse, it's all going to go horribly wrong, but that's just us. And it takes all sorts. So,
Absolutely. I mean, the other thing as well is, which we'll talk about at another point, but just to briefly mention the whole doing things live like we're doing right now. The joy of that is, of course, you don't have to edit. So we've done prep in terms of we know what we're talking about, talking points and everything else, but this won't go into post-production. It's just there. So, you know, however you do video content, I think the key thing is that you start in whichever way you're comfortable with. As you said, Emma, don't make it any more complicated or difficult than it needs to be. And also just give yourself grace to improve and grow, because it's a massive learning curve. And there are going to be lumps in the road. But if you, as I say, if you give yourself that grace and the permission almost to grow, and make it as easy as possible to create the content that you need to do to get your business out there and connecting with your audience and connecting with your potential customers, then you stand a really, really good chance of doing it over the long term, which is ultimately what it's all about.
boom.
Yeah, I mean, so in terms of questions in the comments, obviously, don't forget, if you want Emma's amazing productivity hack guide thing that she's got, then definitely put hack in the comments. And otherwise, I'd love to know about, how, you know, have you in your business got any really ninja sort of productivity hacks that you use? It's really great to share knowledge that everyone can learn together. Folks, that's it for today. Look forward to seeing you, lovely people, tomorrow. Take care.